they did produce one to race at Le Mans in '65, but he got wrote off.
Right.
And then it got rebuilt, but it didn't get rebuilt as how it left the factory, so we replicate how it was in '65.
Right. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're here at the Driver and Vehicle Standards Agency in Kidderminster. The signal's a bit poor, so I can't read much from the phone, but we can certainly have a look from the outside, can't we? Now, obviously these are making sure that all the vehicles are up to scratch, keeping the roads safe by having only the skilled drivers and the most roadworthy vehicles allowed on the roads, on the public highway. So we're all for that. But I've never seen one of these sites before. We covered their work in a dirty car park recently, didn't we? But this looks like their own clean site. Lovely big sign there with a bin of their own and not a piece of litter in sight. We've got lots of road markings where they practice their parking and some guides so that they do not reverse too much. And we also have some sort of trailer down there. Maybe they're learning to drive with a trailer, because you have to have an extra code put on your license, don't you? If you are a certain age. Building the legend for your own hand-built classic Le Mans prototype race car. So I don't know what that's all about. Maybe they've just delivered a car here for testing. Maybe one of those Q plates, a kit car. Yeah, kit car that has to come here to get its main registration, maybe. I don't know. And this is what they call it, a test station, and perfect timing, we can see the car. There it is. Wow. And now that is something else, isn't it? And he is coming back round. That is very unusual, that one. So is that the examiner giving it a little road test to see if it's good enough? Has it been built to the UK spec? So from this angle, I can't see the vehicle anymore. It might have gone in the back. I'll just wipe the lens. So from here we can see a reception just down there. Look, MOT training as well done here. And we've got bay 1, 2 and 3. Most of the shutters are closed, but we do have an inspection pit down there so they can get under. They don't have ramps, they don't lift the vehicles up, it seems, they go under. And then we have the emissions machine. They'll probably have a rolling road as well to test the brakes. But yeah, full floor to ceiling height, so they can test any vehicle, any height of vehicle, trailer, at all. And then from this angle, inside the shutter number 3, we have DVSA vehicles. Now that looks like the welfare vehicle when they do a organised stop location like we saw in that disgusting Junction 22 video. This one to the left here, he goes out and pulls the vehicles over, and the staff that are based in that welfare vehicle, they do all their checks on that vehicle. So they are very mobile. They could be anywhere, you never know, but they do focus on commercial vehicles, they do. But it looks like this whole test centre, this station, deals with all types of vehicles, as we just saw that little one there. And right in front of me, look at this, a big hill. So they can even test the handbrake on that. And that's where it went to. There was obviously testing emissions, weren't they? How unusual. Wonder if that holder is just for the number plate for this purpose. Doesn't look very pretty, does it? Even the exhaust at the back there doesn't look very pretty, but they do say prototype, don't they? So it's probably not the finished article yet. I don't know. And then in the skip, on site, we have a new toilet, some kiddies' toys, and whatever that is. But apart from this car, which is fantastic by the way, there's not much else happening here. Other than it started to rain quite a lot. Oh dear. And if you spent money on a mobile like this and just had windows replaced, you know, double glazed windows put in it, knowing that you want to protect it, would you really let the gutter do that and allow water to just flow down the side of it, causing damage, long-term damage inside? You know, the gutter's there for a reason. It wants the water to go across here, down the downpipe, and into the drainage. So with this place being so quiet and not being able to go online to check for myself, they have got a reception. So I would just like to ask the question. Now, we will remain safe because this is where vehicles park here. And they do have a pedestrian footpath going over the road to reception. So we'll just nip in and we'll try and understand about these kit cars or custom built cars. About, do they always need to come here? And what are they getting from here? Excuse me, mate. I'm just outside doing some filming and I noticed that you've got a custom built car being tested at the minute. Yeah. Just for my video, I just wanted to explain to the viewers what was going on. Is it getting registered?
Yes. What are you filming?
I'm just a YouTuber. Oh, you got a dog there. I'm just a YouTuber, and anything interesting that I find on my journey, yeah, I just make a little video for my channel, that's all. Oh. So, would I just be able to borrow 2 minutes? Is it like a kit car or?
Yeah, you'd have to speak to him. Really. You probably can't film on here because it's like government sort of property, right? But
I'll zoom in with the camera from the outside. I have seen it drive round.
Yeah.
I don't want to know anything specific. So just like, if I built a car, yeah, would I have to bring it here for what, a registration or an examination to say it's roadworthy or what?
You know, your MOT is for condition.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're finding defects. Here we check for compliance with UK legislation. So, I mean, for example, if you bought a car from Japan, the speeder would be kilometres per hour. It probably wouldn't have a fog light. The
tyres might not have the correct approval markings on, just stuff like that. And then at the other end of the scale, because that's quite an easy thing, you get people building one-off cars, kit cars and things like that. So before they go for MOT, they come for us to check them over, make sure they comply with all UK legislation in terms of, you know, things need to be radiused properly and the lights have to be in the right place and the right height and visible from the right angles, and that, you know, all the seat belts and seat anchorages and stuff all need to be strong enough and things like that. But that guy's from a company called Building the Legend. That's a prototype Jaguar that was built, I don't know, 60s? Yeah. Late 50s, early 60s. It was a prototype built for, well, I think it was a race car built for Le Mans, yeah, but it never actually raced. But this guy's recreating it.
Right, okay.
It's like an exact replica.
Right. And do you know, have you seen the exhaust, how it sticks out at the back?
Yeah.
What, and that's how it's supposed to look?
Yeah.
Really?
No, that bit is to get it through the IVA. So if you put the original exhaust on, it's too loud.
Right.
So what they do is they put a silencer on the back to make it quieter. So that's not how it is.
So they've put the exhaust on to please you guys, but then once it is actually being used, they'll change it.
I can't say that's what they should, that's what they do, but yeah, that's a very strong possibility. When it comes from here, we can't stop anyone doing what they want. It's like if you went and brought a brand new Vauxhall Corsa from Vauxhall, once you've got it, it's all to the UK standards and meets everything. There's nothing stopping you putting a big bore exhaust on it and putting bucket seats, and even though that wouldn't comply,
yeah,
it doesn't stop you doing it. And it's the same with when you IVA a car. Once it's left here and it's correct, they can do essentially what they want, but then if anything happens, it's down on them because they've modified the vehicle from.
Yeah.
You have to pass the IVA test to get the vehicle registered.
IVA?
Yeah.
Right.
Individual vehicle approval.
Okay.
So once you pass that, you can then get the vehicle registered, get your registration number, and then drive it on the road. After that, if you decide to modify it or alter it, then it's on your own next kind of thing.
Right.
If you decide to tint all the windows,
yeah,
then you're likely to get pulled up by the police, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, the police, or if the DVSA, your vehicles, if they do spot a defect, you've got powers to pull as well, haven't you?
Yeah, our colleagues have in enforcement.
Yeah.
Yeah, they aim more for lorries and things.
Yeah, commercial.
Generally, we've got no idea who we are, what we do.
Yeah.
But if you ask any lorry drivers, they'll know us.
Yeah. So if a DVSA vehicle then, for example, saw a vehicle with an illegal exhaust, which is too loud, you wouldn't really pull it?
Well, I think occasionally some police forces have a clamp down and they
police
buy themselves a decibel reader, but
yeah. Oh, it's all interesting stuff, thank you.
If we got the staff and the manpower and everything else, it probably would be and should be, you know,
yeah.
It's a bit of a nightmare.
Am I right in thinking then that you focus on commercial vehicles when you're out pulling?
Like with the normal cars out, what tends to happen is the police will create a road stop, so it could be in a car park anywhere, it could be here, and then what they'll have is they'll stop any cars they think are illegal, say loud exhaust, or they see any defects obvious, they'll bring them in, and then what they have is our enforcement, our colleagues, a different department then if you like, they will then assess the car, and then there is some trained policemen that can also carry out checks as well.
Right.
And then our lot will make a list of what's wrong with it, and then it's up to them then to get it sorted either by taking it to an MOT garage and rectifying the issues, and then they check it to make sure it's okay, and then do it that way. So
yeah, that's on an old.
The police are more involved in pulling over. The commercial vehicles and trailers and stuff, that's more where we have our own spot checks, and then we have our own stoppers, if you like, and then we pull over. Yeah,
I have filmed them doing a stop once, and I had a quick look, and it was quite interesting. No, Junction 22, M1.
Ah, right, I see, yeah.
It actually went on YouTube 2 days ago.
Ah, right, okay.
Have you seen it?
No, I don't really go on YouTube a lot,
right.
to be honest. No, I don't. I don't have enough time. By the time I get back home and have the kids, and then by the time I put them to bed, and I had a shower and my dinner and that lot, and spoke to the missus and that, and then yeah.
Well, because it overlaps what you do, and you'll see your colleagues at work. And actually, there was trying to work in a disgusting car park with human waste.
Oh, really?
Nitrous oxide canisters all around, and I was like,
yeah, with the kids, yeah, inhale them and stuff, and they check all the.
Yeah. I was like, really? Are you happy working in this environment? And we have to work in all sorts of places, but this is really nice where you're based.
Yeah, they're rapidly closing it.
Oh, you're joking?
No, well, we used to do heavy goods vehicle tests here. You know, MOT tests. That's what it was built for. But we haven't tested heavy goods vehicles on sites like this for about, I don't know, probably 8 or 10 years now.
So it's wasted, really.
Yeah, so we're like the last.
That's an enforcement.
Yeah, there's a few enforcement guys upstairs. But I was going to write this guy his ticket, and I'll go and give it to him, and then he'll be loading the car back into the trailer. So
yeah. I'll go and zoom in again.
It's parked by the fence.
Yeah, thank you. I'll go and take another look.
You can have a chat to him over the fence if you want. I don't know whether he'll be glad he's being filmed or not, but
yeah.
He's a nice enough bloke. Yeah, he's a nice enough bloke. If you start speaking to him, yeah, he's a nice enough bloke.
It's an XJ13, isn't it?
Yeah.
I did read the vehicle. How it says it's a prototype for Le Mans, replica.
Yeah.
So, it's a little plug for his business as well. I'll go and have a chat.
You know the James Bond cars used in Spectre, the Jaguar, a concept car that was used in that.
Right.
They've been here.
Right.
That was quite a nice guy. He wants to meet them. He wants to put the two Jags together because they're both sort of prototype / sort of concept cars.
So is it just for him then, or has a customer asked him to do it?
Customers.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I think he's building them.
Yeah.
So if you want to buy one.
Well, the viewers may.
Built to order are those things,
Yeah.
Yeah, built to order.
So you're not enforcement then? What are you guys?
We're IGA testers, so we're SDSA.
Yeah.
So.
Got you. So you decide whether it gets a V5.
You get your standards vehicle, what they call?
Vehicle standards assessor, which is your MOT testers. Then you've got us, which are SPSAs.
Specialist vehicle standards assessors.
Then you've got
Right.
enforcement, which do all the roadside, go into look after car MOT garages, and they do all what are they called? The heavy goods with their traffic light system. Operator licenses.
Yeah, the blue disc.
So,
Yeah.
do all that, and then you've got the driving side, the driving examiners that do all that. So you've got that side, and then from the bottom of there, then it all goes up in management to the top. So,
Yeah. I did read a sign outside that says you teach people to be MOT testers.
That's
Used to.
Right.
In the porta cabin down there, but
Oh, that one with the leaky gutter.
yeah.
I just focused on that. I says, you've just had double glazed windows put in it. Well, not just, but... And then you're just letting the water run all the way down the side.
we don't use it. Yeah, we don't use it.
Don't use it, no.
You've got the roof up behind you. Look
Yeah.
at that concrete, that wrapped concrete.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to maintain it, are they, if it's due to be closed?
No hot water.
No hot water?
No.
God.
One tap. We've got one.
Yeah, you must by law have running water.
We've got one tap, yeah.
One tap in the whole building. One hot tap in the whole building.
Okay, well, thank you very much, guys. I'll leave you to it, and I'll go and try and have a chat with the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, I've learnt quite a lot. IVA. Well, there we go. Before the vehicle is issued its V5 document, it comes here for testing. And the guy is soon to be putting it in the trailer over there, so we'll see if we can snatch a quick word with him. So they're still in there chatting away. No intention of coming out anytime soon. The location of the DJ Audits keyring, very easy to spot today a lot. Just there under this tree, right next to SJ Rayner cars. Trade prices to the public. Yeah? I better give you one of them then.
I've seen it, especially, I recognise the bike.
Yeah?
I'm not someone where you took it back to the shop.
back of the shop.
And then he took the bike back to the shop out with Meg.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right back from, yeah, I'm right back.
Wigan that was, yeah, MiRiDER. Good bike that is, you know. Gets me everywhere.
That was some good videos. I like the way that when these people think they can boss you about,
Yeah.
but they don't realise that they're not in charge in there. They're in charge here.
Yeah.
But they think they are.
But they're so used to getting their own way inside.
Course, yeah.
These bosses and security guards.
We get them when we go inside, and the boss is about. I mean, obviously we got a
Yeah.
bit more, you know, we got to do as I say. But I mean, I'll get my phone, piece of paper, I can walk anywhere.
Yeah.
Have you been to the famous state of the road?
No, what's up there?
Massive famous state.
Is it? I'll have a look. I've just been to the rocket place. In fact, you know that car there?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to film at the minute. A James Bond kit car. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Looks awesome, didn't it? They just couldn't put it on the trailer now, so I want to get that shot. But what was your first name? Patrick. Thanks for watching, mate. Nice to meet you. I just wanted to get a shot of it, mate. It's awesome, isn't it? Is it unique?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. What, for a customer?
Yeah.
Custom built?
Custom built, yeah, all hand built. All hand riveted, lot. All aluminium as well.
So no original parts from other cars?
No, it's all hand manufactured. There's some Series 1E type shared some of the same suspension components.
Series 1 E-Type. And it's come here for its IVA?
Yeah.
And has it got it? Or
Yeah.
you know, you find out on the spot, do you?
Yeah.
Right. So wow, look at that. That is amazing. Just a single seater?
Yeah.
What about the exhaust? Surely you're not going to keep that? Just for the IVA?
Yeah. There's a lot of it on here at the minute that isn't staying on. Wing mirrors and all that.
Yeah, so the wing mirrors, you can see they're not the most stylish in the world, are they? And the exhaust is just for the IVA, as he said. Plus the plate for the number plate. But you can clearly see the transparent rear hood, the engine. What engine is it, mate? 6.8 V12 quad cam. What's the impressive numbers? What's the impressive numbers? Like the
figures?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that 450 brake out.
450 brake. 550. Woohoo! What will the customer use it for? Do you know?
We actually have got a couple that are on the road, so they do actually use them. We've got a couple of race cars that are in the States.
In the States. Movies? Movies?
No, not that we know of.
No?
They're just people that are car enthusiasts. And it has got a bit of history with Jaguar. So obviously they did produce one to race at Le Mans in '64. So he got wrote off.
Right.
And then it got rebuilt, but it didn't get rebuilt as how it left the factory, so we replicate how it was in '64.
Right. So being winched on so that you're not going to take any risks. And look at all the dials on the dash. $747 miles on the clock. Nearly in now. It's nearly back in the dry. Just like I wish I was. Would it have a Q on the number plate? Just normal?
Yeah, it's not a kit car.
How do you decide what year?
It's basically the year that you register it.
Really? Wow. It won't look right, will it? Having a modern number plate or something like that?
No.
So you don't class this as a kit car. When do you class something as a kit car then?
If you basically get the products that are coming across from a car, that makes sense, but you can just park the shop.
Right.
Because we use certain components from an earlier car, we get away with...
Got ya. You've used components from the vehicle that you mentioned earlier. So roughly then, do you know if you were selling this, are you allowed to give me a figure? And we're looking at over 500,000?
Around there.
Around 500,000, yeah. And is that your website, mate? djaudits.eu? I'll pop that up. Because I put this video onto YouTube, you see.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll give you a little plug to my 10 viewers. So, top speed?
Not 200 miles an hour.
200.
Yeah.
Wow. And would it be steady at 200?
It's just built to go around a track.
Yeah. You'll feel everything then, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And without that silly exhaust, I bet it sounds mint.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah. Is there any footage online where I can see a vehicle of yours going round anywhere?
If you look on the... Building the Legend.
Where, sorry?
If you look on Building the Legend,
Building the Legend.
it'll be on there.
Right, nice one. I'll leave you to it now, mate. I'm going to get off. It says we can see a similar vehicle going round, how loud it is, going round the track. So you'll spend £500,000 for a track day car, would you? Well, I don't know. Or you can put the wing mirrors on, get an exhaust that is road illegal, and then go through a separate process, I presume, of getting a V5. Mate, one last question. Do you know if the owner wanted to make it road legal, is that after you? So you sell it to them and then they make it road legal? Oh, you do that as well? Okay, mate. So he will give you the option, it sounds like, to have it higher, to make it road legal or not. Because he says the wing mirrors and the exhaust are just for the IVA, so obviously the customer doesn't want the wing mirrors or the exhaust, so he will just be using it on private property. Yes, that word, private property. So we've had a good look round, another DVSA, a lot smarter than the last one. We've learned something new today. If you make a vehicle using parts of a previously approved vehicle here in the UK, then you can have a normal number plate of the year it's registered, and you don't need a queue. It's not a kit car. You come here for an IVA, and then you're ready to rock and roll. So if you have enjoyed that video, do give it a thumbs up for me, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye bye for now.